Hi there. In a world where nothing is certain, that means anything is possible, right? If you want to fulfill your dreams and desires, you are in the right place. You absolutely can have a life of happiness. Everyone deserves an abundance of love, laughter, success, health, and wealth. I'm Tara Chadzakis, and you're listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. The show that brings you meditation, mindset, and motivation. So start by giving yourself permission to be awesome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to this episode of Happy, Inspired, Motivated, the last episode of 2021. Woohoo! And we are going into 2022 tomorrow. So exciting. Now, lots has been happening over this past year, well over the past 2 years. And as you've heard me talk about the new 5D energy that is all around us already. And are you feeling the energy that's different around you? Are you feeling different inside yourself? What's happening that's new? What emotions are coming up? What feelings? What unexplored dreams and desires are you fighting off right now? Because this is a new age, a new era of love and light. And it is our job, let's say, to tap into being the very, very best version of ourselves right now. And this new energy is making all that happen. You know, the future is, I wouldn't say written, but because, you know, you can change it in an instant with a different thought, belief, or action. But the ascension is here, or the awakening is here. And the more you fight it, the more resistance you're going to feel in your body and the more unhappy you're going to feel. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a lot of cases of people getting really aggressive and angry right now. You know, a couple of my daughters, well, all three of my daughters actually work in McDonald's, and the amount of trouble that they are having with customers in there, getting really aggressive and angry and shouting and swearing at different people and picking fights and being really, really awkward. And it's scary, but it's also, you know, it's like they can feel the difference in the energy and they're confused. They don't know why all these feelings of unhappiness and unfulfillment and untapped potential are coming up in their bodies, and they don't understand why they're thinking these things, why they're thinking, you know, that what they're doing isn't good enough, that there is more to life, because they're not aware of the situation. They're not aware of what's happening and the way that things are going and the energy around them, which is a loving, supportive energy. As I've said, it's an era of love and light. And going forward is going to be the next decade of us really embodying that we over me mentality and becoming more supportive and collaborative and really lifting each other up. And in that process, you know, the more that we give, the more we receive, because the more that we help other people, the more that comes back to us in good vibrational energy and in abundance and happiness and joy. So a lot of people that don't really know what's happening and aren't aware of these shifts that are around us are coming up against some real resistance. You know, their energy is wanting to upgrade. The energy around them is trying to help them upgrade, because it's there to be tapped into all this potential new energy that's causing faster manifestations and more enlightenment and intuition, tapping into those special gifts that we have inside. And yet there's these people that don't know anything about what's happening, and all this resistance that's coming up, like limiting beliefs that really need to be addressed and got rid of to help them move forward. That's coming up as fear, because the ego doesn't know what's happening. The ego is frightened that something is changing and it's going to lose a grip on the control that it already has in the body and the mind. And that's showing up as aggression. You know yourself, if you feel like a victim, if you feel powerless and you don't know what's happening in a situation, that's when you get angry and frustrated. And that's when you start to take it out on other people. Whereas if you're knowledgeable and you know what's happening around you, and you know the situation, and you think about it logically and understand it, that's when you express more love and understanding around you. So there's these people who are facing all sorts of difficulties right now, and they don't even know why they're getting more aggressive, which is really, really sad. And it's not something that mainstream media talks about because, mainstream media love to keep us in fear. They love to keep us under control. And the more fear stories that they put out there, yes, it's fueling the fear and the anger around us, but it's also keeping us under control because we are looking to, because the fear makes us look towards the people who we believe can protect us and look after us. But that's not always the case. I was having a conversation the other day about the way that we label people. And as soon as you give a group of people a label, you dehumanize them. So, for example, if you call the police pigs, or if you call a certain group of people black or gay or whatever you call them, and now in this current circumstance, we have people that we call anti-vaxxers or conspiracy theorists, and all of these names that are derogatory, and you're grouping people together and giving them this name. And as soon as they have that name, they don't feel like human beings to you in your eyes. So it's perfectly acceptable to hurt them or to ignore them or not treat them like normal human beings, because that label gives you a cop-out to not actually think of their feelings and address them individually as people. And I can see like the posts that you're reading on social media, and there's so much anger between like the two camps, and posts about, or if this amount of people that are in hospital haven't been vaccinated or haven't had their boosters, but they're not saying the people that are in hospital with COVID haven't had boosters. They're just saying people that are in hospital haven't had their booster. So it doesn't mean that they're in there because of COVID related illness. It's just trying to promote the fact that, or trying to push the fact that the people want everyone to have their booster jab. And it's totally a personal choice. But then these people are getting labeled with anti-vaxxers, and, the pressure is on for those people around them to push them to get vaccinated, because we don't want our loved ones to be ill or end up in hospital. And it's that kind of fear that is running around again, because we are allowing this perpetual vicious cycle of fear and hope and fear and hope and fear. And it's just going round in circles all the time. And because the government allow us some certain freedoms, we'll get all hopeful again and excited. And then the fear comes back because they just crunch down once more time. And this energy that we're into is really trying to lift that energy. It's really making a difference if we allow it to, if we allow ourselves to tap into it. And really, more people need to be aware of this situation. They have to know what's happening. They have to be enlightened into what the situation is and what other options there are out there for them. We get to choose every single day whether we focus on the fear and the hatred and the anger and segregation and unhappiness and debt and victimization and all of these things that are negative, lower energies. We get to choose whether we focus on those, and we can in an instant switch that round to love and joy and happiness and compassion and collaboration and support and abundance and laughter. We get to choose which emotions we're feeling. If you take a child, for instance, a child can fall down and you can see they're just about to burst into tears because they're in so much pain and so unhappy, and they'll start crying. But if you distract that child with something that's going to make them smile, they'll stop crying. And it's not because the pain's gone away. It's because they've switched in their brain and chosen to focus on the thing that's making them laugh rather than the thing that's making them cry. And that's exactly the same as we are as human beings in our adult life. It takes 2 seconds to change your life. And it's that 2 seconds of choice that you make. I would personally love to invite every single person on this planet to my Awaken Workshop on Monday. because I want people to understand and learn what else there is out there and how the universe is working for them and not against them. When all these fearful situations and unhappiness and debt and loneliness and all these negative feelings are coming into their lives, they have to understand how that is manifesting, how they are bringing these things, or why these situations perpetually keep coming back into their lives, how they can never get out of that slump, why the more that they try to get rid of the financial debt that they're in or the unhappy relationship that they're in, why more of it keeps coming back, and I want to explain that to everyone. I want people to understand how they're making these things happen and allow them to accept responsibility and make that change. If you would love to know more, or somebody who would really benefit from it, click through the link in the show notes and sign up and register for that workshop on Monday, because there's going to be so much information in there that is really going to open your eyes and change the way you see the world going forward in 2022. I want people to walk away from that workshop and be like, oh my God, wow, I didn't know it was like that. Or damn, that's why that keeps happening. That's how I can change my situation. I want people to have the knowledge to be able to turn their lives around and make a huge difference, a huge positive difference in the way that the next 12 months of theirs unfolds. And we need to put a stop to all this anger and aggression and frustration that people are feeling. And it's because they don't know what's going on. They don't understand the situation. They're not being given the correct knowledge about the situation or how they can change their situation. They feel as though they're stuck. And, and I just want to take these people and hold them and assure them that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to turn out all right. And, they may be wishing and praying and hoping that something will happen, but they're not holding on to that positive energy for long enough. And they're getting frustrated because they have to wait for things to come into their life. And then that gets them despondent and they don't believe that anything is working. And then they get back into this cycle of fear and despair, intermittently mixed with hope and expectation. But the downs are much deeper than the highs because they're not constantly working on their high vibrational energy and not constantly being reassured that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to, that life is happening for them and not to them. And we are going to have so much fun on the 3rd of January, just looking at all of the ways that the universe is there for us and just to understand why and how it loves us so much and gives us back every single thing that we ask it for, gives us everything that we dream and desire. If you're on the fence about whether or not to join me on Monday the 3rd, ask for a sign from the universe this weekend. You've got until Monday to register. It's not until 7 p.m. UK time. Ask the universe for a sign. Should I be aware of the 5D energy, or is Tara's offer something that will benefit me or give me a deeper understanding or change my life, or whatever you want to ask for a sign that this is the right thing for you to do. And that could be, universe, show me a sign of, for example, my first time I did something like this was a pink flamingo. Show me a pink flamingo in the next 24 hours and consciously look for it. Conscious, don't go around with your eyes closed. Look for that pink flamingo to see whether or not the universe is showing it to you. You can ask yourself on an energetic level. I've talked about this before. If you stand fully centered with your weight on both feet, close your eyes and ask the question. If the answer is yes, you will automatically start to lean forward. If the answer is no, you will automatically start to lean back. Ask yourself the question, is this workshop going to work out for you? Is this workshop going to help you and give you the knowledge to make a difference in your life and start bringing you more abundance, joy, love, laughter, and help you step away from the negativity that you've had building in your life and compounded by the fear of the media? I know that the answer will definitely be a yes, because the universe has given me this knowledge to bring to you. And it's through the universe that I'm giving this information. It's not something that I've just made up on the spot. This is being downloaded to me intuitively because I've been open to finding ways to express finding ways to shed more light on what's happening, to teach at a deeper level or an easier level for people to understand. And this is what's come to me, and this is how I have created the Awaken Workshop. So I would really love you to join me. As I said, it's on the 3rd of January, which is Monday, and it's at 7 p.m. UK time. We're going to be doing this live on Zoom. I'm going to give you lots of information, not too much to overwhelm you, enough to make a difference in your life. And then there'll be a chance for any questions that you might have that I can clear up for you and make you fully aware of the situation and answer those questions that you're not really sure. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes to the Awaken Workshop. This could be a New Year's gift to yourself, because 2022 has to be different. If you're going to do the same things that you did in 2021, you're going to get exactly the same kind of life. And I know that if you're listening to my podcast, you want to be happier, you want more inspiration, you want to be motivated. So you're looking for ways to achieve your dreams, your desires, your aspirations, all those things that you want to bring into your life. I know that you're looking for that, and this is going to help you 100%. So get yourself on my workshop. Let me see you face to face. It's going to be a live Zoom. I'm going to look at into your face, and we're going to connect energetically. And your energy, my energy together is going to make a huge difference in the world and to ourselves as well. Because as I teach, I learn, and as I learn, I teach. So the more that I give to you, the more that comes to me, and we raise up together. So today is the 31st of December. Tomorrow is 2022. I'm so excited. I don't normally celebrate anything on New Year's Eve, so I don't go out and party, because I'm more excited to get into the energy of a new year. And I know it's only a day. I know it's only like overnight, and it's not really a big shift. But psychologically, it's a big thing for people to go into the new year. And it's like a new year, new you, fresh start, New Year's resolutions. I'm not looking to make New Year's resolutions. I'm looking for a new life evolution, completely different. And my life is already changing and going to be changing more in 2022. And I would love to have you on that journey with me. And it all starts on Monday, the 3rd of January at the Awaken Workshop, 7 p.m. UK time. That's when we're going to start our journey together for the next 12 months. And we're really going to skyrocket and make a huge difference in our world and the world of other people around us. So looking forward to spending 2022 with you. I hope you have a great day, a great evening if you're going out tonight. Have lots of fun, love and laughter. Enjoy yourself, relax, let go, release any fears or anxiety that you have, and just let it be today, and let yourself be ready to go into the new year with, as I said, your new life evolution. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love and blessings for a fantastic last day of 2021 and an epically awesome first day of 2022. Take care. Thank you for listening to the Happy, Inspired, Motivated podcast. I'll be back next week bringing more meditation, mindset, and motivation for your happy and successful life. To find out more about our community, go to tarachatzakis.com/happy, inspired, motivated.